Hello everybody and welcome to the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship brought to you by MXO Sports. Today we are going to be covering the PS4 side of the tournament. We are going to get started with the Heat 1 in about a minute and 20 seconds. This is going to be the C class. Looks like we are spectating the number 5 of T. Bamey. He is your 5th fastest qualifier in the C class. Expect him to be up there in the mix in this Heat 1. We also pulled in some alternates, couple guys that qualified straight in to the championship did not make it today. Riders like Brody, 281 Anderson, and W Squared are going to be competing for a transfer spot into the main motos as well. About 40 seconds and we are going to get the riders on the gate and get it dropping. Before we get this started, I also want to say thank you to our partners, Rainbow Studios, MXvsATV, MX Sports, THQ Nordic, helping us out throughout the duration of this tournament, putting up some awesome prizes for these guys to have a chance at winning. It's been super awesome for the last month to see it go down. So thank you to them. Eight seconds and we're going to get the riders on the gate. Look out for Dolan 15. He is your 15th fastest qualifier, but over the course of the last week leading up to this event, I've seen him step it up tremendously. We're going to spectate T. Bamey off the starting gate. 30-second board is going up, and the gate is about to go down. T. Bamey on the far outside, going to have to get a jump and cut all the way to the right. Looks like Filthy 05 is going to not really allow him, but he's going to get slingshotted back and forth. T. Bamey with a not very good start. Let's see if he can catch up by the end of this heat. Heat is going to be 6 laps. We are taking the top 5. Top 5 will transfer out of this heat to the main motos. We're going to make our way to the front of the pack and see who's up there. Looks like we got Moto 09 Kid in the 3rd spot. Big B 19,000 right in front of him. We're going to try and see who's out front and pulling away. Looks like that could be Dolan, the number 15 of Dolan. Sochi, your number 1 qualifier in the 4th spot. Wee Jonesy 4th. And Dolan 750, your 15th fastest qualifier, is out front early in Heat 1 and pulling away. Watching Dolan throughout this past week, he's definitely put the practice in, putting in the work, and he is stepping it up, and it is showing right now. Dolan 750 is railing right now. First lap of Heat 1, makes a little mistake, still holding down the 1st place position. We're going to look back, see what's going on. We got the alternate 281 of Brody Anderson coming in to the Heat. He is in the 7th place spot. Big B 19,000 holding down 2nd place with a rider just behind him who flies off the track. And it looks like the number 5 of T. Bamey was in 5th, but just made a pass for 4th after a rider has made a mistake. Big B 19,000 goes down. Moto 09 Kid starting out up front, but falling back in the 10th place spot. Your number 1 overall qualifier, Sochi 31, has made his way into the 2nd place position. Looking good up there. Dolan 750, however, is pulling away even further. Like we got about a 4-way battle for a transfer spot. Bunch of guys back and forth. Big B 19,000 goes down and Wee Jonesy is going to make the pass into 2nd place. It looks like Sochi 31 gone from 2nd and fallen back just a few positions. Wee Jonesy 500 having a nice race so far in Heat 1. Holding down the 2nd place spot. We're going to look back to 6th place, your number 1 qualifier just outside of a transfer spot. Menichetti 11 in the final transfer spot, the 5th place position. We'll see if Sochi can get up there. Dolan 750 coming through that finish line. Commanding lead, no problems there, super smooth, looking good. Followed by the number 17 of Wee Jonesy 500. And Sochi 31 gets a reset and is falling even further back. Your fastest qualifier is struggling in 7th place. Wee Jonesy holding down the 2nd place spot. Manichetti in 3rd, looking good. Leader Dolan 750 pulling away still. It looks like Filthy 05 TTV is just outside of the final transfer spot. We'll see within the next lap or so if he can catch up to whoever that might be in the 5th place position. We're going to switch to drone cam real quick. It looks like Sochi 31 making the pass on Filthy TV, trying to make his way up to the 5th place position. Like Filthy 05 TTV coming up on the 5th place spot. Getting closer and closer. We'll see if he can make the pass and take that final transfer spot. Filthy 05 inching closer and closer. There's no bike sound. After this race, I'm going to take a look at that. We're going to try and get that bike sound fixed. For now, we're going to just focus on this battle between Big B 19,000 and Filthy 05 TTV for that final transfer spot. Like Filthy 05 has went around Big B. Hits the yellow barrier, still holding down the 5th and final transfer spot. Big B's going to try and go inside, and he's going to make the pass back. Heated battle for that final transfer spot. Who wants it more? Filthy 05 has made the pass once again. We're going to focus on this battle as long as they keep at it. This is for the 5th and final transfer spot, but it looks like Filthy 05 is going to continue to go forward and try and make the pass on T-Bamey. Good run through that section, and not quite going to make it stick, but Filthy 05 is trying to make it even further and get away from Ryder in 6th. Nice scrub over that tabletop, going through the Kawasaki banner and launching into the sand sweeper. Dolan 750 coming through the finish line in first with an 8-second gap over the number 17 of Wee Jonesy. Both guys are hauling. Looks like Filthy05 has fallen back outside of a transfer spot once again. Number 11. Getting up there, but falling back. This heat race is going to come to a conclusion very soon. We'll see if he can get back around Big B 19,000 before the end of this race. Through the S turn, Filthy05 is going to make a mistake and allow Big B to get away more. Filthy05 is going to crash. That'll allow Big B 19,000 to pull away further and make it even more difficult for Filthy05 to find that final transfer spot. And as they come through, Dolan's probably going to take it, but battle continues between Filthy05 and Big B. Coming through the Kawasaki banner, Filthy05 going to the inside. 18 seconds before this ends, and Filthy05 is going to go to the inside and make the pass for that final transfer spot. One more corner. Can he hold on to it? And Big B is going to go inside and take Filthy out. Big B is going to take the final transfer spot in Heat 1. Great effort by Filthy05. We're going to take a quick intermission, and we will get back to you guys with Heat 2. We are back with Heat 2. The riders are on the gate. Gate drop should be shortly. We're going to try and spectate. Who are we going to try and spectate? We are going to... Gotta get Dog Schindel G, gotta get his national number if he makes it through to the mains. We're going to try and get over to one of our top qualifiers. Oh, it looks like we're in the 2-minute countdown before the race, so we got about a minute and 50 seconds left before the gate drops. Like your last alternate for the C class, J-Rock, has made it into Heat 2. Never know who's not going to make it. If you're an alternate, make sure you show up and get the practice in. Never know who's not going to make it. You could be into the main motos or heats as an alternate. We got the bike volume fixed. Comment in the live chat if you guys can hear the bike volume. Just want to make sure that everybody can hear it. I believe it should be fixed by now. We are putting the riders on the gate. They are about to get going. We are going to try and spectate another rider. We're going to try and get one of our top riders off the starting line. Take the number 10, Scotty 32 off the gate, see how he does. And he looks like he's going to hit the gate. Not going to get a good start. Scotty 32 back of the pack off the whole shot. Trying to get towards the front. Looks like we're going to do a rider. Getting a decent start. Third place. Very good so far. RJG 240 just in front of him. And TT staying. Going to jump right past him. But off the corner. Going to lose some spots. And Blue Crew Rider is going to go right past all of them. Looks like RJG 240 in the second place spot. We're going to try and get up to the front of the pack and see who our leader is. TK 46 in the back of the pack. Staying, making his way into fourth. Ivano Venerp in the final transfer spot on lap 1. See if he can push forward or fall back. It looks like C-Cat's going to go around him. Jake Cutie in 10th. RJG 240 in the second place spot, and the leader looks like he is pulling away. Not sure who that is yet. We're going to try and get up to him. And Smokey Sandpiper, your 14th fastest qualifier, leading the way in Heat 1. We'll see if... We're going to try, after this heat, we'll turn the bike volume down a little bit so you can hear the commentary a little better. Got to play around with it, so we're going to stick with it for now on Heat 2. And we'll make some changes coming into the LCQ, and you guys can let me know if it's any better. For now, looks like Smokey Sandpiper leading the way, making a couple mistakes. No worries though, still out front. We're going to take a look towards the back of the pack. More middle of the pack actually, and see who is battling for that final transfer spot in 5th place. Like Scotty 32 in 7th, battling with Baba Louie. It looks like Scotty32, just outside the final transfer spot, is going to hit the tree. Dog Schindel G going to go around Scotty. Blue Crew Rider having a solid ride in third in Heat 2, looking to make it into the main motos right away. Beba Booey in your sixth spot, just outside of the final transfer spot. No sign of the fifth place rider ahead of him. We'll see if he can make it up towards the top 5. Like the number 14 of Smoky Sandpiper still leading the way, but the number 12 of RJG hot on his trail in Heat 2 coming through the finish line. The number 15 of Dolan 750. Dolan 750, that should not be... Oh no. Not sure who the third place is. 15 is Dolan 750, but Dolan 750 was in Heat 1, so we might have to get a number change on the third place rider right now. We're going to take a look at who that is. That's TTV Stain. He should be the number 20. If he makes it into the main motos, we're going to have to make sure he gets that changed so we don't have two number 15s. But definitely we're going to check with him, make sure he gets the number changed to number 20. Going around that second place rider, TTV Stain now in second place. Smoky Sandpiper, I believe, still leading the way with a slight gap. Ivano Venerp in fourth place. Solid ride thus far for him in Heat 2, but flying off the track and is going to allow Blue Crew Rider to go around him. Ivano Venerp in your final transfer spot. Not sure who's right behind him. We're going to take a look back. J-Rock, your 30th place qualifier, your last alternate in 10th place. RJG 240 in third. I turned some volume down. If the bike sounds a little quieter and you can hear the commentary better, let us know in the comments. Just want to make sure that it is good for everybody in the viewing area of this stream. Let me know if the commentary sounds a little louder than the bikes or if it needs to be changed more. But right now we got a battle. Top 3 guys all together, RJG, Smoky Sandpiper, and it looks like the number 20 of TTV Stain out front. And it looks like RJG in third. Gonna hit the tree and go down, but still holding the third place spot. Got a little bit of a lead on the fourth place rider and back. Dog Schindel G just outside of the final transfer spot. It looks like he's got fifth place right in front of him. I believe that is Ivano Venerp. See if Dog Schindel G can get towards the top 5. Just a little less than the length of the 10 Commandments separating the two. Dog Schindel G's got to put on the charge if he wants to get into that final transfer spot. Scotty32 is going to launch the tree jump, making the pass on Dog Schindel G, getting into the 6th place spot. Scotty32 on a move, trying to get to the 5th place position. Like Blue Crew Rider in 4th, having a solid ride so far. Trying to come up on the 3rd place rider just in front of him. Looks like Blue Crew Rider still in 4th. Scotty32 just outside of the 5th place spot. No signs yet of the rider in front of him in that final transfer position. Scotty32 cutting it close, it looks like, in that inside line. Scotty32, big mistake going over the bars. Try and get into the drone cam view. Blue Crew Rider in your final transfer spot. Blue Crew Rider 707 in the 5th place spot. This heat race is going to be concluding very soon. Blue Crew Rider, if he wants to make it into the main motos right away, he's got to hold it down. No mistakes, ride smooth, but it looks like he's getting a little squirrely. Got to regroup, put your head down, and keep going. Blue Crew Rider is your 6th overall qualifier, but he's got MX Racer 196 hot on his trail. MX Racer 196 wants that position. He does not want to mess around in the LCQ. Trying to get straight into the main motos from this heat. MX Rider 196 is going to fly off the berm, allowing Blue Crew Rider to open up a little bit of a gap, but MX Racer 196 gets a good run through that straightaway. Coming hot on Blue Crew Rider's trail. Around the outside, Blue Crew Rider inside, back to the inside. And it looks like MX Racer is going to go around Blue Crew Rider after a slight mistake. And Skyddy32 jumping that tree jump, launching it again, trying to come up on Blue Crew Rider. First place rider has came through the finish line. Looks like Smokey Sandpiper might have taken the win in Heat 2. TTV staying second. 4th place, Ivano Van Nerp. And the 5th place and final transfer spot into the main motos is going to go to MX Racer 196. We're going to take a look at your top 5 from this Heat 2. You guys can check out the lap times. And then we're going to take a quick intermission and we will come back for the heated LCQ for this C class on PS4. So it looks like Smokey Sandpiper is going to take the Heat 2 win, followed by TTV Stain, RJG 240 in 3rd, Ivano Van Nerp 4th, and MX Racer 196 is going to be your 5th and final transfer spot going into the main motos. Gotti32 and on is going to have to go to the LCQ. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick intermission, and when we come back, we'll be doing the LCQ. Hello everybody and welcome back to the LCQ. The MXvsATV Loretta Wins Online Championship. We are getting the LCQ going with just under a minute and a half to go in this countdown. Dog Shindle G was up there in Heat 2. He could be a front runner in this LCQ trying to make those final two transfer spots. In the LCQ, only two transfer spots go. First and second will go to the main motos. We got 12 riders in this LCQ and only 2 of them are going to move on to the main motos. Who will it be? Your third overall qualifier from the qualifying races the past 3 weeks is in the LCQ. Expect him to possibly be a front runner in this moto. W Squared getting pulled in as an alternate. We'll see what he can do in this LCQ. We're going to try and find the 6th place rider from Heat 1? Heat 1 or 2, not sure which one. Filthy05 was in, I can't remember. He was battling for the final transfer spot, got caught up in that final turn, and ended up just falling short of the 5th and final transfer spot. Expect Filthy05 to make a run for one of those 2 spots into the main motos. We'll probably try and spectate him off the start, see what he can do. So it looks like we're going to have Moto 09 Kid off the start, getting a nice start, and Filthy 05 was up there but flew off the track. He could be in the back of the pack. Expect him to try and make a run for the front. Your number 1 qualifier in the C class, Sochi 31, about mid-pack. Gotta see if he can make it up front. Your fastest qualifier is struggling towards the back of the pack, Sochi 31 MX. We're going to try and get back up to the front 2. This is going to be a heated battle. It looks like W Squared, your 4th alternate, is now leading the LCQ. This is a 4-lap LCQ. He is your 28th fastest qualifier in the C class, and he is now leading this race. Gotta put on some good laps. 4 quick laps, gotta be consistent. W Squared could make it into the main motos if he does the rest of this race smooth. Your fastest qualifier is Sochi 31, 5th place, 3 spots out of the top 2, and he crashes. More struggles for your number 1 qualifier, Sochi 31. Filthy 05 back in 9th. Fell just short of the transfer spot in the heats. Now sitting in 8th. Has some way to go before he can make it into the top 2. Looks like Scott 32 is in 3rd, right behind BLSC Wanna Race. Battling it out for that final transfer spot. Meanwhile, your 4th alternate, W Squared, is leading the way with a 4-second gap. Gotti 32 in 3rd, going around the outside, trying to make the pass on BLSC, and it looks like he is going to. Ryan Davis 284, your 7th fastest qualifier in 5th place position. BLSC Wanna Race has reclaimed that second and final transfer spot just in front of him. Going through the S-turn, W squared, trying to make his way into the main motos. Like BLSC Wanna Race, making some moves, still in a transfer spot, but trying to take the first position in this LCQ and solidify his spot into the main motos. W squared, however, still leading the race. I was saying yesterday during the Xbox stream, does not matter what your qualifying lap time is, you are still capable of getting into the main motos. W squared is showing that right now. He is your 28th fastest qualifier with a 211.06 in the qualifying races past 3 weeks, and now he is leading the LCQ, trying to make it into the main motos, and it looks like he is going to do just that if he can stay consistent for the rest of this lap. W squared leading the way with BLSC Wanna Race just behind him. Not sure who's in third or how far they are, but we're going to try and take a look at that. Ryan Davis 284 in 6th with a few riders just in front of him. 8th place is CCat 46 with Baba Booey right behind him. 4th place spot is Filthy TV. After a rough start, it looks like he may fall short of the final transfer spot. Makes his way into 3rd. Makes a mistake in that corner, and Sochi is going to get around him. Sochi is your fastest qualifier. Also falling short of the main motos so far. Not sure if he's going to have time to catch up to the top 2. Looks like the top 2 are battling right now. Dog Shingle trying to get in there. Rowell 254 1 and 12th. Sochi 31, your fastest qualifier, 1 spot out of a transfer position. And he is not going to have enough time. There's going to be W squared taking the LCQ win with BLSC Wanna Race right behind him. Your number 1 qualifier in Filthy 05. Oh, BLSC Wanna Race just in front of him. Sochi 31, still going to fall short though, it looks like. We're going to take a look real quick and get the confirmation on these positions. W squared taking your LCQ win, your 28th fastest qualifier in the C class, has made his way into the main motos. BLSC Wanna Race just edging out Sochi 31 as he made a last second charge. There's going to be W squared and BLSC Wanna Race going into the main motos. We're going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right back with Moto 1. Hello everybody, welcome back. We are just a couple seconds away from getting this gate dropped for Moto 1 of the PS4 side of the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. Are going to try and we're just going to stick to MX Racer 196, spectate him off the start and see what kind of jump he gets. MX Racer 196 off the start, and it looks like he is going to get a decent jump. Looks like he's kind of getting swallowed up in the pack. Start is gnarly, bumps a bunch of people back and all around. MX Racer 196 making his way quickly through the pack, right into second place with Dolan 750. Heat 1 winner, Dolan 750 out to an early lead. Absolutely flying, definitely stepped it up over the course of the last 2 weeks. T-Bamey, looks like he's out front. We're going to get into drone mode really quick. Smokey Sandpiper, I believe he was the Heat 2 winner, now sitting in 5th place. Smokey Sandpiper quickly into 3rd, Scotty 32 just behind him in 4th. Meanwhile, I believe Dolan 750 out to an early lead and pulling away fast. LCQ winner W Squared back in 10th, battling with Metachetti 11, trying to make his way forward a little bit further. Big B 19,000 made the 5th final transfer spot in Heat 2, I believe. Now sitting in 7th, about to get passed by Metachetti. Metachetti makes the pass. B Jonesy right behind him. T-Bamey challenging for the lead on Dolan 750, and he is going to get it coming through the finish line. Bamey out front right now. This was slightly unexpected. Bamey absolutely hauling on this second lap. Dolan 750 right behind him. Your 5th fastest qualifier. Bamey out front, but Dolan 750 trying to make a push for that lead. Dolan 750 is going to get booted off the track. Bamey going through the 10 Commandments into the S-turn, looking pretty good so far. TTV Stain, he was up there in Heat 2, now in 4th place. Scotty 32 just in front of him. Solid ride. Smokey Sandpiper coming up the left side, trying to bump him out. Looks like he's going to get a little squirrely. BLSC Wanna Race, he was in the LCQ, now sitting in 13th. Spectating Lee Jonesy 500. Big battle, multiple guys, all battling it out. Number 5 of Bamey still out front, leading the way, just in front of Dolan 750, 1.4 seconds separating the two. Both flying. 3rd place, 8 seconds back. Number 14 of Smokey Sandpiper is in 3rd, but we got about a 5-way battle going on. Everybody flip-flopping positions. Bunch of good racing going on. Jonesy 500, it looks like W Square is going to get hung up on that barrier. Going to fall back a couple of positions. We'll see if he can make a charge back up to this battle. Metachetti trying to go around the outside and make the pass, and looks like he's going to get a good run. RJG240 makes a mistake going through the 10 Commandments. He's going to struggle getting through those. Not much momentum. Metachetti makes a mistake, and Scotty 32 also. Riders are going down left and right. We're going to go try and make our way towards the front of the pack. Metachetti was just in the top 4, now back in 7th after some mistakes. Definitely a fast rider. Multiple guys in front of him. I bet he could make his way up there again if he stays consistent. Fifth place, Scotty 32. Dolan 750 has made his way back into first place. see how big the gap is between him and Bamey, if that's who is still in second. Looks like the number 5 of Bamey is still in second, 4.6 seconds behind. Solid racing going on so far in this Moto 1 of the C class. Dolan 750 out front leading the way, looking solid. Take a look back, MX Racer 196 was up there at the beginning of the race, made some mistakes, now finds his way in 9th and makes another mistake, crashing into the barriers. Not sure why he's still laying there. Hopefully didn't give up. Smokey Sandpiper and Scotty 32 battling it out for the 4th place spot. MX Racer 196, big mistake. Didn't reset right away, now finds himself in 13th. He is your 2nd fastest qualifier. Back in 13th right now, struggling in this Moto 1. Dolan 750 throwing a fat whip, going through the Kawasaki banner, into the sand sweeper, looking solid still. I believe it was a separation of about 4.6 seconds when they came through the last lap. See how much time when they come through this time. Looks like Dolan 750 has opened up an even larger gap on Bamey. 4.6 seconds to 7.5. As they come through, it's Dolan 750 followed by Bamey. 17 is Wee Jonesy 500 followed by the number 10 of Scotty 32, and the number 14 of Smokey Sandpiper is rounding out your top 5. Just behind Smokey Sandpiper in 5th. There should be a bunch of battles going on. We got a bunch of riders. Looks like Menichetti has made his way back into 5th. Made some mistakes and fell back, and now he is moving forward. I believe that is Scotty 32 just in front of him. Menichetti looking to make some more passes. Wants to set himself up nicely for the future motos, trying to get a good overall. Little mistake, gonna bounce off that berm, lose a little bit of time. Menichetti regroups quick and is going forward. Wee Jonesy 500 having a solid ride in 3rd place. Looks like Bamey just slightly in front of him. Nice whip over the tabletop, going through the Kawasaki banner. BLSC wanna race. Their 3rd fastest qualifier, sitting back in 9th right now. TTV Stain, he was a heat winner. Actually, no, he was not a heat winner. I believe he was up there in one of his heats, now sitting in 12th. Struggling a little bit in this first moto. Bamey still having a solid ride in 2nd, has about 7 seconds on 3rd place. Solid ride by B. Bamey. We got the C-Class Moto 1 going on right now. Be sure to tune in for the PS4 B-Class. That starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The B-Class will start at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Bunch of fast guys in there, up-and-comers. Looking good for that race soon. After the B-Class at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we will start the A-Class. All the heavy hitters on PS4 starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in at 6 for the A-Class. Meanwhile, we got Bamey in 2nd, running solid. Observer keeping his eye out for some cheater lines. Big B 19,000, 5th place in his heat, now sitting in 11th. Battling it out with, not exactly sure who that rider is. Looks like Ivano Venerb hitting the tree, getting taken out. That tree is going to continue to claim people all day. You definitely have to watch out for it. W squared. W squared is the 28th fastest qualifier, your 4th alternate. He won the LCQ and is now sitting just outside of the top 5. Great ride by W squared thus far, and he has more riders in front of him. If he continues to be consistent, he could very well find his way into the top 5. Great riding so far by W288. Looks like the number 10 of Scotty 32 just in front of him. W2 is going to try and make the pass on Scotty. Just in front of Scotty is the number 19 of Menichetti. W2 coming in hot. Making the pass on Scotty 32 nearly after a mistake. W2 goes inside, Scotty outside. W2 gets bounced off the track, trying to find some different lines to take to go around Scotty 32, but it has not worked yet. We'll see how this plays out over the course of the next lap or so. W2, amazing run through the 10 Commandments. Looks like he's going to get around Scotty 32 and take over that 5th place spot, but makes a mistake, and Scotty 32 nearly gets him back side by side. Coming into the tree jump, W2 still holds the position. W2 inside, Scotty 32 outside. Who is going to hold it down? W2 still in the 5th place spot, moving forward still. We're 28th fastest qualifier, making a big statement in Moto 1, 5th place so far. Looking to catch Menichetti and try and take the 4th place spot. W2 makes a mistake, flies off the track. Still holding it over Scotty 32, losing maybe a little bit of time over Menichetti. However, up front, and it looks like Menichetti makes a mistake, allowing W2 to get even closer. And 3rd place is just in front of W2. W2 is on the move. Definitely been putting in the work, it looks like, just in case he made it in as an alternate. And it is paying off as he continues to move forward throughout this Moto 1. Meanwhile, Dolan 750 came through the finish line in first still. Looks to have an even bigger lead over Bamey, I believe. W2 and Menichetti battling it out for the 4th place spot, and the Kawasaki rider, not sure who that is yet. We will find out as he gets closer if he does. W2 gonna challenge for a podium position right now, battling with Menichetti. Menichetti is gonna try and take the spot back. W2 side by side. Big battle going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. W2 continuing to get a great run through those 10 Commandments, catching up to Wee Jonesy 500 in the 3rd place spot. Heck of a ride by W2. We got some good battling going on. We're gonna try and take a look up at Dolan 750 and see how he is doing. Ivano Venerp in 11th. 6th place, Smoky Sandpiper. MX Racer 196 still back in 13th, trying to make up some ground on these riders. Dolan 750 still holding it down in 1st place. Railing through those rough ruts. Try and see how far Bamey is behind him. Scotty 32 has fallen back. He was up in the top 3, I believe, now sitting in 7th. Needs to find his way to regroup and get moving forward. 5th place, Menichetti. Wee Jonesy, and looks like W2 up there has made the pass for 3rd. Looks like Bamey, as they come through the finish, 8.91 seconds behind Dolan 750. Bamey having a heck of a ride himself. Dolan 750, too fast for now. We'll see if he starts making any mistakes as the track gets more rough. TTV staying in 11th. Number 5 of... Smoky Sandpiper in 7th, Ivano Venerp 13th, RJG 8th. W2 solid ride in 3rd. Looks like he has pulled a gap over the riders behind him. W2 still holding it down. Try and take a look back at 4th and 5th and see if they're battling. Big B 19,000 in 9th. The Observer holding it down, looking for speeders. None thus far, so far so good. Bamey in 2nd, in 12th. Just in front of him, BLSC, Wanna Race. Got Wee Jonesy, 505th. He has gone from 3rd place to 5th. Looks like making a couple mistakes, causing him to fall back. Still having a solid ride, however. In front of him, Menichetti and W2. Looks Eddie is number 11. Manichetti is number 19. Just a little bit behind W squared, still has time. Try and make a pass on W squared, but W squared is having a great ride in Moto 1. Manichetti, good himself. Track is broken down. They're getting close to the conclusion of Moto 1. Gotta make some passes if you want to try and establish positions. Have a better shot at getting a better overall. Eddie making some mistakes back left to right across the 10 Commandments and back across, finally resetting and allowing Wee Jonesy to catch up, but slingshotted off the left side of the track. Wee Jonesy still in 5th, trying to keep Manichetti in his sights and make a pass before the end of this race. Amy still holding down 2nd place. Dolan looks like this is the last lap. He's rolling the finish line. Dolan 750 is going to take the Moto 1 win, followed by Bamey in 2nd. Take a look back to 3rd. W squared coming from the back of the pack, coming through the LCQ and taking the win, and now taking a 3rd place finish in Moto 1. Great ride by W squared, followed by Manichetti in 4th. I believe Wee Jonesy 500 is a 5th. We will find out when we hit the leaderboards after the count. Like Dolan 750 is going to take the Moto 1 win, followed by B Bamey in 2nd. W squared 3rd, Manichetti 111 in 4th, and Wee Jonesy is going to round out your top 5. Scotty 32 in 6th, Smokey Sandpiper 7th, RJG 240 in X Racer 196 after a big crash is going to come back in 9th. 10th place is going to be Big B 19,000, followed by BLSC Wanna Race, Bono Venerp 12th, and T. And take a quick intermission, and we will be back for Moto 2. Hello everybody and welcome back. MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. We are about to get Moto 2 play. Dolan 750 took your Moto 1 win in this class, followed by Bamey, who we are spectating right now. W squared rounded out your podium in the third spot. Had a solid ride. It was Menichetti in fourth, followed by Wee Jonesy 505th. And spectate one of the top three off the start. How they end up. We'll see if Dolan can dominate. Bamey can step up and take a Moto win. 35 seconds left in this countdown before we get the gate drop going on. Be sure to tune later for the B class, starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. That will follow right after C class is over. B class is at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in live here on our YouTube channel, followed by the A class at 6 p.m. Eastern, also being streamed live on. Are going to try and spectate. We're going to stick with Bamey off the start, the number 5, who took second in Moto 1. Off the whole shot, we'll see how good of a jump he did. On the Husqvarna. Hits the gate. Bad start by Bamey, nearly last place. Off the start, Smoky Sandpiper right in front of him. If he can make his way back up second place or better, or if he's going to get swallowed by everybody and fall to the back of the pack. Make our way up front. MX Racer 196 in 9th. Wee Jonesy, W squared right next to him. RJG 240 in 4th. Menichetti just past him. Scotty 32 right in front, second. That is Dolan 750, Moto 1 winner, back out front. Getting an early lead. Oh no, it's Ivano Venerp. Ivano Venerp gets a great start. Now leading Moto 2 on lap 1. Get into your drone cam for you guys, try and get a little bit better of a view of these battles. Looks like we are spectating Scotty 32 in 4th. Trying to make a push, get towards the front of the pack. Scotty 32 4th, having a pretty solid first lap. Plenty of battling that is going to go on. Smoky Sandpiper right behind him. Bamey also in the mix. Like the number 4. First then is Mono Venerp. Leading the way going into lap 2. Number 15 of Dolan. Towards the back of the pack, W squared with a 3rd place finish in Moto 1. Also towards the back of the pack, but he has a group of guys in front of him. Started out Moto 1 similar to this. We'll see if he can make his way back to the front of the pack. Where is your Moto 1 winner, Dolan 750? Trying to find Dolan. Meanwhile, Menichetti and Scotty 32 having a good battle, but Dolan, Moto 1 winner in 10th. Horrible start. Moto 2 possibly getting bumped around in the pack. Gotta see if he can make his way back up to the front. He does not. This is going to be absolutely critical to his overall. 11th place right now on the second lap. Trying to find different lines to take and get past these riders so we can push towards the front of the pack. Wee Jonesy 500, a top 5 guy in Moto 1, also towards the back. Everybody, for the most part, looks like they're in a pretty solid group of people. Nobody is absolutely pulling away with it yet. Plenty of time for Dolan 750 to make his way up front as long as he stays consistent. Looks like TTB Spain wads it up, going down. 750 continuing to push. Who's going to come around? Second lap in first. It's going to be the number 2 of MX Racer 196. After a tough Moto 1, MX Racer 196 is now leading Moto 2. Try and make our way up to the front and look at the battles going on. Manichetti in second, having another solid ride. I believe he got fourth in Moto 1, trying to make a pass for the lead in Moto 2. Bono Venerp having a solid Moto 2 ride. MX Racer 196 right behind them. Not sure who that is out front right now. RJG 240 possibly? That is exactly who it is. RJG 240 leading the way, but Manichetti gets a solid run through the 10 Commandments. Through the S-turns. Big battles going on in the front of the pack for that number 1 spot. Manichetti, however, leading the way on lap 3. Looking super solid out front, trying to make a gap, trying to form a gap and pull away from the rest of the pack. Definitely going to help getting out front and having a clear track ahead of you if he can stay up there and get a Moto win. Bono Venerp for the pass on W squared, and it looks like W squared trying not to make it easy on him, but has also made his way towards the front as well. Started out the race towards the back of the pack, and W squared is now pushing for a 3rd place spot. 3 wide in that stand sweeper. W squared is going to try and get in that corner first. There's going to be MX Racer 196 makes it out in front of everything. Like the number 9 of Manichetti still holding the lead going on to lap 4. Bono Venerp and W squared. Nice battle for the 5th place spot. Bono Venerp is going to get off the track. Scotty 32 and your Moto 1 winner Dolan 750. Continuing to push, trying to salvage some positions in Moto 2. Riders ahead of Dolan, not making it easy on him. Dolan sitting in 7th right now, trying to continue to push forward, salvage his position in Moto 2. Bono Venerp having a much better race this time around than Moto 1. 4th fastest qualifier, looking pretty solid right now. While I believe Chetty has opened up even further of a gap away from the rest of the pack. Not sure where Baby is. Got second, but it looks like Dolan got here. Donald's going right before hand sweeper. Dolan 750 pushing forward, trying to find the smooth line through that rough and road section. W squared in 3rd. Right now with a rider just find out who that is. Smokey Sandpiper in 10th. RJG240 is holding down the 2nd place spot. Not sure what he got in Moto 1. Having a very solid ride in Moto 2. Manichetti has opened up a 6.4 second lead, having a very solid ride in this 2nd moto, followed by RJG240. W squared having another solid ride in the 3rd place spot. We'll see if he can play forward or at the least hold on to that podium position. He has multiple riders close behind him. MX Racer 196 in 4th. Dolan 750 I believe is just behind MX Racer, continuing to push forward. I believe they are on lap 5, possibly lap 6. Try and get confirmation on that. But we are about halfway through this race, and Dolan 750 is going to get pushed off of the berm. 2 riders ahead of him. Dolan 750 can find his way into a podium as long as he stays consistent in the coming laps. .750 finds that inside line, makes the pass on MX Racer 196. Dolan's sights are now set on W squared in that 3rd place spot. Just ahead of W squared is RJG 240, but meanwhile Manichetti has opened up a pretty large gap and continuing to pull away in the 1st place position. Gap of 6.72 now separates 1st and 2nd place. MX Racer 196 still hot on Dolan's trail, trying to take that position back from the Moto 1 winner, and it looks like he's going to after Dolan makes a mistake. But Dolan gets a good jump after crashing and makes it up. The Tracer going inside. Dolan 750 and MX Racer continuing to battle. MX Racer 196 not making it easy still. Now holding that 4th place spot, but crashes into the tree and allows Dolan to make an easy pass around. Make our way towards RJG 240 still in 2nd place. No sign of Metachetti in 1st. He has pulled away with a pretty significant over the rest of the pack. Pretty solid race. W squared coming into the frame, trying to make a pass on RJG. Smokey Sandpiper was in 7th. Scotty 32 and Big B 19,000 having a battle. Big B 19,000 trying to make that pass around the outside. It looks like he's going to. B Jonesy 5th place in Moto 1, trying to get some positions. Trying to make the pass on Smokey Sandpiper for 6th. Racer 195th. Dolan 750 still just in front of him. Trying to hang on to Dolan. Possibly make his way also toward the front of the pack. Dolan gotta be nervous as this race begins to come to a conclusion. Gotta keep listen, put his head down and keep moving forward. Dolan came from about 11th or 12th place. Near the end of this race, he is now sitting in 4th, trying to salvage more position. But it looks like Dolan has caught W squared and RJG. We have a battle for top 3 going on. Bamey, meanwhile, 2nd place finisher in Moto 1, is now sitting in 6th, having a little bit of a rough race in Moto 2. B Jonesy in 8th, in 10th, on a race in 12th. Like Dolan, RJG, and W squared having a battle. Dolan cases the tabletop right before the Thor Sandsweeper. A couple laps left. We'll see if the Moto 1 winner can make his way back up to the front. Looks like MX Racer might be able to get around him. Big battle going on. 4 riders. Metachetti still holding a solid lead. See how big the gap is when he comes through. Almost 9 seconds between him and W squared. Solid ride by W squared so far. Moto 1, he took 3rd, trying to maintain his 2nd place position in Moto 2, but looks like he makes a mistake and allows Dolan and RJG to get closer. W squared switching up the lines, getting out of the race line, and allows Dolan to take that position. W squared looks like he possibly crashed into the flagger stand, gonna possibly lose more positions than just Dolan. Moto 1 winner, Dolan 750, now in 2nd. We'll have to see if he has enough time to catch up to Metachetti, but it looks like Metachetti has pulled away pretty significantly and could be looking at a Moto 2 win if he stays. Dolan 750 gets the reset. Does not matter. No sign of 3rd or 4th place coming up on him. Nice comeback by Dolan in this Moto 2. Not over yet, however. If Metachetti makes a significant amount of mistakes, very significant, because Metachetti has a big lead, Dolan could still possibly take the Moto 2 win, but I don't know how likely that is. Metachetti is having a great race up there in 1st place. We're going to take a look back for the battle for 3rd place. Like Big B, LC1 11th, 12th, Jonesy in 7th, telling us look. Amy in 6th. X Racer, oh, it looks like Dolan has fallen back. W Squared has found himself back in 2nd place. MX Racer right behind him, and Dolan in 4th. Big battle going on, it looks like MX Racer just barely misses the tree. Hopping through those braking bumps, trying to find some traction. This track is rough. Chetty absolutely flying out front. Dolan coming up on that inside, trying to stay close to the edge and pass MX Racer 196. But he is going to make that pass. Flies off the track though. Allows MX Racer to get back in front of him. Dolan 750 struggling in Moto 2. The nerves very well could be getting to him. MX Racer is going to flatland and go down, allowing Dolan to get back around him. How big the gap is between Chetty and W Squared, 9.3 seconds, separating 1st and 2nd. Another solid ride by W Squared. I believe this is the last lap. Dolan wants having a chance at this championship. He is gonna want to get around W Squared. MX Racer is gonna go down and allow, that's the number 12 RJG, to get around him. Back towards the top 4. RJG now sitting in 4th. Dolan just a little bit ahead of him. Sandpiper Scotty 32 has left the game. Not sure left or lagged out. Find that out. W Squared having another solid ride. 3rd place in Moto 1, trying to get 2nd in Moto 2. Looking solid so far. 4th alternate, looking fast. Does not matter what your qualifying position, you can run with the top guys in. Vernerp, 10th place. Struggling, let's see, track gets one rough. Started out towards the front and has crashed and fallen back even. And Chetty coming over that tabletop, has to get reset through the Kawasaki band. The Sand Sweeper trying to take the Moto 2 win. Picks up, looks like he's doing a little goon riding. He's pumped on the Moto 2 win. A little side saddle, doing a little goon riding. And Chetty is going to take your Moto 2 win in the B class. Definitely wanted that. Solid ride by him. Got Dolan in 3rd and W Squared gonna take the 2nd place finish. Moto 2. W Squared going 3-2 thus far. Dolan 750 going 1-3. See who the top 5 and on are boards right now. Like Menichetti is going to get the Moto 2 win, having a solid ride, finishing 7.1 seconds ahead of W Squared. W Squared another consistent ride, going 3-2 thus far, and Dolan starting from the back of the pack and making his way up to 3rd. He still has a chance at the championship. Needs a solid Moto 3. He is going to take 3rd in Moto 2. RJG in 4th. Bamey, who got 2nd in Moto 1, is going to take the 5th place spot, followed by MX Racer 196. Wee Jonesy in 7th. Smokey Sandpiper 8th. Big B in 9th. Ivano Venerp in 10th. DLSC One Race 11th. TT Sane in 12th. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick intermission, get Moto 3 started. Hello everybody and welcome back to the MX vs ATV Loretta Lynn's online championship brought to you by MXO Sports. We are just a few short moments away from getting the Moto 3 in the C class started. Going into Moto 3, the third and final race, we have Dolan 750 leading the championship so far with a 1-3. In second, tied in second actually, is Menichetti with a 4-1. And W squared with a 3-2. They are tied for second, only 1 point behind Dolan. B Bamey sits in fourth with a 2-5. Championship is up for grabs. Almost any of these four guys, they can have a solid ride in this third and final moto of the C class. Gonna be interesting to watch. We will see how it plays out. Just under a minute. After this Moto 3 ends, we are quickly going to go into the B class live stream. We're going to get B class started, starting with Heat 1. Be sure to tune into that at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. It'll be 2:30 Central. Long day of motos ahead of us. Be sure to continue tuning in and watch the motos go down. It's going to be an exciting day of racing after C class. If we can get one of the top three guys for the last race off the starting gate. We got W squared, we got second in Moto 2. We'll try and spectate either him, Dolan, or Menichetti off the start. Menichetti, looks like we'll do Menichetti because we got Menichetti, W squared, and Dolan all next to each other. Top three guys going into Moto 3, all next to each other on the gate. We're going to see how it plays out. Spectating Menichetti. Like Dolan and Menichetti are going to get swallowed up in the start. Dolan's going to get slingshotted off the gate. Not what he wanted. W squared looks like he's got a pretty good start. Moto 3, Menichetti's about mid-pack or so. W squared is going to get taken out. W squared going 3-2 thus far is now in the back of the pack in Moto 3. Meanwhile, Moto 2 winner Menichetti is in 5th place, trying to make his way up to the front quickly and get another Moto win and possibly take the championship from Dolan. I'm gonna try and find Dolan real quick and see where he is. We got MX Racer, Jones, and Sandpiper in front of Menichetti. Not sure who's out front yet. We will find that out soon. W squared in 7th, RJG in 8th. RJG had a pretty solid Moto 2 ride. B Jonesy in 2nd. ATV Stain 12th. Just in front of him is Ivano Venerp. MX Racer 196 sitting in 3rd, getting lap. Like Bamey in 4th, trying to have a better Moto 3 than he did Moto 2, looking to get towards the front end of the pack. Big B 19,000 in 3rd. And Dolan 750 got blue screened, I believe. Multiple people got blue screen. Not sure what happened there. We might have to get a restart on Moto 3 of the C class MX vs ATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. Not sure why we got blue screened. I think multiple people actually did. We'll be right back. We're going to see what's going on. Maybe I was the only one that got blue screen. I believe I saw Dolan 750 had left the game too. If he lagged out, that's going to have to be a DNF. We're not going to be able to restart if us two lagged out. We're going to try and get back into the Moto 3 as quick as we can. Going on. Stay tuned shortly. everybody, and welcome back. We are getting the Moto 3 started back up. I apologize that we race lagged out, but we're getting right back at it. We are going to get it done one way or another. Minute and 25 seconds until the second gate drop of Moto 3. Stay tuned. Just another minute or so, and we are going to get this rolling. Going back over it, we have Dolan leading after two motos with a 3-1. Menichetti and W Squared are tied for second. Menichetti going 4-1 and W Squared going 3-2 thus far. Amy going 2-5. Any one of those four riders could snag the overall win. Pretty cool stuff. Give a quick rundown before this event gets started. We got 40 seconds. First place is gonna get some stuff like single event all access Lucas Oil Pro motocross passes, 2 of them. The winner is gonna get that, as well as a Thor Pro rider signed jersey, an official Sunoco checkered flag, a 1-year subscription to the FMF drop. That is 12 t-shirts, 1 per month, that you cannot get anywhere else. $25 Rocky Mountain ATV MC gift card, a Rocky Mountain water bottle, a Fox backpack, a Monster Energy gift, and an MXvsATV all t-shirt. Second, third, fourth, and fifth also get prizes, but who will be the one to take the C-Class Championship and claim all the glory? We are one moto away from finding this out. Riders are getting on the gate, and it is about to go down. We're going to try and spectate one of the top 3 guys. We're going to stick with Menichetti off the start. Right next to the doghouse, he is getting ready to roll. Off the start, number 19. Gonna have a late start. Still 5th place off the start after a slow jump. Menichetti sitting in 5th with W Squared right in front of him. Like Dolan was up there but flew off the track. Bamey right in the mix. Dolan 750 still up towards the front of the pack. Much better start this moto. We're gonna get into drone cam, try and get a better view of these battles. W Squared also towards the front of the pack. We got all the heavy hitters. We got Dolan, Menichetti, W Squared, and Bamey all towards the front of the pack. But it looks like Menichetti is going to get squeezed out and fall back a few positions. All these riders in a large pack. W Squared continuing to go to that inside. Has been working for him so far. Wouldn't switch it up. And that rider is going to get a big reset. And Menichetti, your Moto 2 winner, is going to go down. He is now in 10th. If he wants a chance at this championship, he is going to have to put his head down and absolutely fly. Menichetti now in 9th behind a big group of riders. He has plenty of time to make it towards the front. See if he can do it, but it looks like he hits Wee Jonesy. Going to continue to lose more time. Trying to make our way towards the front of the pack. Looks like we got MX Racer 196 in 6th. Just in front of him, Smokey Sandpiper W Squared goes down. RJG 240 in 3rd. I believe Dolan 750 and Bamey are now 1 and 2. Dolan 750, much better start in this Moto 3, right where he wants to be. Can he pull away and get this Moto 3 win and take the championship? He's got 9 laps to do it. We'll find out. Bamey going 2-5 so far, now sitting in 2nd. Definitely going to need a 2nd or better if he wants to try and land a third or better overall finish. Go towards the back a little bit. We got Big B, 19,000 in 11th. Observer looking for cheers. Ivano Venerp in 7th. Trying to find a way to move up in the positions. Just in front of him is MX Racer 196. RJG 240 having a pretty consistent day. I believe he got 4th in the 2nd moto. Not sure what he got in 1st moto. Now sitting in 3rd on the 2nd lap. Running pretty solid, but he has Smokey Sandpiper right behind him going through the Thor Sand Sweeper. 8th place is Wee Jonesy. Going 750, continuing to lead. with Bamey right behind him. The 0.4 seconds back coming through the finish is Bamey, but Dolan is going to make a mistake and allow Bamey to get through. W squared looks like he's in fourth. The number 12 of, I believe that's RJG, is in third. Dolan sitting in second. Bamey putting up a good fight, now leading the way in Moto 3. W squared has made his way into third. Nice momentum going into the 10 commandments. Skip and throw those things like whoops. On the move, W squared wants a shot at this championship. Right now, he is looking to go 3-2-3. Still wouldn't be enough to beat Dolan. If he can make some passes and get in the first or second, he will have a chance. Gotta stay consistent if he wants to try and take this championship. Overall, very consistent day by W squared, who is your 24th fastest qualifier. Definitely seemed to put in the work over the week. Came ready as an alternate, showed up, and has been doing amazing all day. Doing a great job. W squared in third. Looks like RJG right behind him. Look back. Manichetti, your Moto 2 winner, struggling in the back of the pack in 11th. Manichetti needs to find his consistency, put his head down, and get moving forward if he wants a chance at taking a podium overall finish. Still has plenty of riders closely in front of him. Manichetti needs to find that consistency mixed with speed and move forward. In the 11th spot, Manichetti not what he wanted for this Moto 3. MXracer 196 in 7th. Smokey Sandpiper in the 5th place spot. PLSC won a race in 8th. Bamey still holding down first place position. We're hitting all those tough blocks. Dolan still right behind him. Not going to let him get away. Big B 19,000 in 9th. Bono Venerp 10th. RJG 240 right behind W squared. It looks like Dolan and Bamey have made a little bit of a gap on the 3rd and 4th place riders. As they go now, Dolan would take the championship, and I believe W squared would take 2nd place overall if they finished how they did. Manichetti, however, not sure. He's still sitting back in 11th or so. We'll have to find out where he is. Looks like he's made his way into 10th. 2 riders ahead of him. He's got to salvage positions if he wants a good overall finish. Trying to make the pass on BLSC, won a race. Going into the Thor Sand Sweeper. Trying to pick a rut. Those things are deep. Like Bamey still coming through the finish line in first, 2.34 seconds ahead of Dolan. Number 28 of W squared in 3rd, followed by the number 12 of RJG 240. Try and focus a little bit on Manichetti, your Moto 2 winner. See if he can make his way through the pack. Having slight troubles getting around Big B, but he does do it. Still got some riders ahead of him that he can make a pass on. And Big B trying to challenge back for that 8th place spot, but Manichetti says, heck no, I gotta go. Moving forward, Manichetti is now in 8th. Picking that inside line. Bouncing out a little bit, but Manichetti gets a pretty good run through that straightaway. Good momentum going into the 10 commandments, trying to pass Reed Jonesy and Smokey Sandpiper, and he is going to get a 2-for-1. Manichetti now moves into the 6th place spot. Manichetti in 6th has his eyes set on the 5th place rider, getting closer and closer. He's making a run for a top 5 position in Moto 3. Looks like he's going to pass MXracer 196, but goes off the track. Nice whip over that jump. And Manichetti is going to risk a reset and just gets by. Manichetti passes MXracer 196 and moves into 5th place. looks like Dolan coming through the finish line has reclaimed the first place spot. We're trying to make our way back up there. Battle going on between Wee Jonesy and Smokey Sandpiper, and Wee Jonesy gains a position going off to the left side, but makes a mistake and allows Smokey Sandpiper to get back. Bamey right off the track a little bit. Second place behind Dolan. Dolan opening up a slight gap over Bamey, trying to solidify his spot and taking this C-Class championship in the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's online championship. Solid day so far by both of these riders, but Dolan is not messing around and wants this championship bad. We should be about halfway through this C-Class Moto 3. Once this ends, be sure to tune in for the B-Class championship soon after. You're going to get that going in just a few minutes after this ends. Starting with Heat 1, a bunch of fast riders that stepped it up. Be sure to tune in and watch those on the live stream. After this, oh, and Dolan goes down, allowing Bamey to get back by, and Bamey is going to take back the first place position halfway through the race or so. Bamey now leading with Dolan 1 second behind him, and W Squared is in third, only 4 seconds behind Dolan. We'll see if he can make any moves and catch up to these two leaders. All these guys having a very solid ride so far. Good battling going on between Dolan and Bamey. Bamey go inside, Dolan outside. Dolan's got the momentum and is going to make the pass on Bamey. Bamey going to try and go inside before the 10 Commandments. Not going to be enough. Dolan has the momentum going through them and absolutely flies through the 10 Commandments going into the S-turn. Bamey makes a mistake and is going to allow Dolan to pull away by about 4 seconds or so. Just shows how quickly things can change. They were side by side, and now Dolan has a large gap over Bamey in just a matter of a few corners. Take a look back. Big B in 9th. Like Ivano Venerp 10th. RJG 240 holding on the 4th place spot, having a solid ride throughout the day. B Jonesy 8th. Dolan 750 leading the way. W Squared still having a solid ride in 3rd place. We'll see how close he is to Bamey, and it looks like he's rather close, but flies off the track, nearly has to get reset. Still close behind Bamey. We'll see if he can make any moves the next half a lap or so. Separated by a gap of 3.6 seconds between Dolan and Bamey. W Squared is another 4 or so behind Bamey. Not too much. If Bamey continues to make mistakes, W Squared could definitely capitalize on that and take over the 2nd place spot, but it looks like Bamey has made a mistake and it has allowed W Squared to get even closer. W Squared is on rails, trying to take that 2nd place spot, making a little bit of mistakes, getting that whiskey throttle, trying to find the ruts, just go slightly off. The corner is super tough. You got to have your brakes ready. Very easy to fly off of. Carrying the momentum into the 10 Commandments, ripping through them. Gonna take a look back. Where is Menichetti, your Moto 2 winner? Menichetti now in 6th place. Has his eyes set on, I believe, MX Racer 196. Laps are coming to an end. Moto 3 is nearly coming to a close. Menichetti has to try and find his way through more riders to salvage a top 3 position in the championship. MX Racer 196 in 5th. Smokey Sandpiper 7th. ELSC want to race 11th. It looks like W Squared has come up on Bamey, challenging for that 2nd place spot, and Dolan is just in front of them. This race is not over yet. We are about to have a 3-way battle for the 1st place spot if all goes as is. W Squared challenging for the 2nd place spot, wheeling through those braking bumps, almost looping it out. Bamey almost flying off the track. W Squared is going to find the momentum around him and possibly get Bamey. Can he do it? W Squared looks like he got hung up on the flagger stand, allowing Bamey to form a little bit more of a gap. Dolan still just in front of Bamey and W squared. Not sure what Bamey's doing. Why did Bamey just fly off the track? Not sure what's going on with Bamey right now. He is in the middle of the track. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe his controller died. That is not what you want to see from Bamey. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe we can find out later. We're going to try and make our way back up to W squared. See if he can catch Dolan in this Moto 3. Metichetti battling with Smokey Sandpiper. Looks like he's continuing to have some troubles. Trying not to fall back even further, but we got W squared in second, having a very solid, consistent day. Dolan opening up a little bit more of a gap, but W squared having a solid race in Moto 3 again. Dolan 750 about to come through the finish line. W squared in second. How big is the gap between these two? 5 seconds, just over 5 seconds. If Dolan makes a mistake in the coming laps, W squared could definitely capitalize, possibly take the Moto 3 win. Looks like the number 12 RJG 240 is in third with Bamey 6 seconds behind him. Still not sure what has happened to Bamey. Running second, battling with the top 3. Flies off the track, not sure what's going on. Continuing to have an impressive ride is W squared 88. Metichetti still battling with Smokey Sandpiper, having Moto 3, a tough Moto 3 for Metichetti. Trying to get away from Smokey Sandpiper, but blowing out the ruts. Metichetti's got to try and find the will to keep moving, keep Smokey Sandpiper off his back. Making our way up, W squared still in second. We're trying to find Dolan. Dolan is ripping out front, going through the Thor Sand Sweeper. Solid day by Dolan, going 1-3 thus far, and now sitting in first in Moto 3, looking to take the C-Class Championship on PS4. Has to reset. Dolan going around that outside, ripping it. Blowing out the berm. And it looks like Dolan 750 is going to take your PS4 C-Class Championship in the first ever Loretta Lynn's Online Championship. W squared will take second overall. And it is possible that Bamey could take third in the championship. We'll have to find that out. Metichetti could be close as well. Solid ride by Bamey, W squared, and Dolan all day. Did a great job, as well as everybody else. We're going to look at the leaderboards and see who got what. Dolan 750 is going to take your Moto 3 win and is going to be your C-Class PS4 champion in the MXvsATV Loretta Lynn's Online Championship, followed by W squared. RJG 240 taking third in Moto 3, followed by Bamey. MX Racer 196 in fifth. Your Moto 2 winner, Metichetti, struggling in Moto 3, is going to take sixth, followed by Smokey Sandpiper in seventh. Wee Jonesy eighth. Ivano Venerp ninth. Big D, I believe that is his name. Big G, 19,000. BLSC want to race in 11th. Got to get B-Class going. Refresh the stream in about 5 minutes, and B-Class will be up. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be right back with B-Class starting in just a couple minutes.